maybe more variety.
Yeah, so quite fast paced, isn't it, to rehearse that quickly and then sort of share something. And I think I noticed in some of your groups, there's this kind of like almost like, oh, are we doing it right? Are we following the stage directions? Like, what is this the way that we're supposed to do it? I'd say generally for everyone, like, take more risks with it. You have to sort of accept that it is abstract, is weird, is uncomfortable, and it's not always enjoyable to do, is it? Because it's kind of like, I don't get it, I don't kind of connect to it. But there's moments when all three of the groups were really kind of starting to think about it. But there's lots of opportunity in working with a bit of text like that you can make it even more kind of weird and wonderful, grotesque, strange, bizarre. So there could be more moments of like choral movement, choral gesture, using your voices in a different way as well. So speaking as a chorus, heightening your kind of vocal technique and quality. More opportunities of physical theatre, so becoming and embodying the objects. Because I don't know what the timeline is in terms of your next project, if we continue to do Berkoff skills a bit after half term, I'd like to stay with this text and really, really embed more of that use of gesture and facial expression. So because at the moment it's like you're sort of hitting on it a little bit, but it's still kind of moments of, not naturalism, but a relaxed sort of performance. So I want to watch it. I want to watch that piece and kind of see really stylized, weird, like risk-taking stuff, okay? It's uncomfortable, it's putting yourselves out of your comfort zone, but that's the purpose of it. So please, could you go away over half term and just have a little research around Berkoff a bit more? Watch as many examples as you can of metamorphosis, so you get that sort of concept embedded even more. Does that make sense? So that sort of abstract, weird, bizarre kind of style of acting. So I'm inviting you to sort of take more risks with it, but some lovely sort of first ideas, because it's two very quick sort of Berkoffian workshops. Is there any other reflections or observations, anything you found difficult or challenging or hard to sort of look at creatively working with that text?
Just seeing the different ways people interpreted it.
Yeah?
Because obviously ours was different.
But that's the thing, there's not really right or wrong, as long as you're using some of the techniques. And I think that can be some of the reason that we hold back sometimes in creating and rehearsing, isn't it? It's like, what are we supposed to do here? Like, I don't quite get it. So step away from the idea of right or wrong and just really think, am I embedding the techniques? That's the kind of the most important thing. But also just have a little think when you go away and do some research on this. You know, one of the actors, they were talking about it in the video, like, what does this mean to you? How can you bring it into your opinions on life, on theatre, on the idea of it being about the other, the fear of the other, all right? So the more you draw it into something that you connect to, that's when the kind of magic happens. If it's just like, oh, we turn up at college, Rosie gets us to do a weird thing as a Beatle, but I don't have any connection to it whatsoever, then you're not going to make some interesting, powerful theatre, are you? It's just like, oh, we're told to do this. But I'm inviting you in to kind of try and find a way into it, a hook, if you like, that hooks you in some way. So you're coming to it with that sort of more inspired kind of creative energy. Does that make sense? Yeah? Fab. So as I said, I'm not sure. It might be that that we're just in FMP world and we're not in Berkoff world after half term. I'm not sure. But please go away and watch at least 2 or 3 different examples of metamorphosis on YouTube. Okay? Right, you can go.